Simplify the following. I m raised to the power 1 over 2 into n raised to the power 4 m raised to the power 3 minus v m raised to the power 4. I x raised to the power minus 2 over 3 into x raised to the power 6 y raised to the power 2 minus y raised to the power 7 x raised to the power 9. I x raised to the power 2 y raised to the power minus 3 into x raised to the power 3 y raised to the power 4 plus x y raised to the power 2 m raised to the power 1 minus n raised to the power 1 y raised to the power 5 x raised to the power 8. We say solution. This is m raised to the power 1 over 2 into n raised to the power 4 m raised to the power 3 minus v raised to the power 1 m raised to the power 4. This is the two family. Look at the family here. Look at another family separated by minus. Look at a family and another family separated by minus. As we said, this m raised to the power 1 over 2 must multiply both this man and this man as we open the bracket. If you open the bracket, this man have to times this man have to times as well this. That's the m raised to the power 1 over 2 have to times this family, and the m raised to the power 1 over 2 have to times this particular family, and that's what we have here. M raised to the power 1 over 2 times this. M raised to the power 4, m raised to the power 3. Minus, look at the minus over here. Look at it here. Minus m raised to the power 1 over 2 times this family, which is what? V m raised to the power 4. Then now, I remember that I can rearrange this thing into this form. M raised to the power 1 over 2 times m raised to the power 3 times n raised to the power 4 is the same thing as this. It's just multiplication, as we say in our class, first class. That I can write a times what b times c as what b times what a times c. They are the thing. So now, I come over here, m raised to the power 1 over 2, look at it here, times m raised to the power 4 times what? V. That would be the same thing as this. This what is here is same thing as this. Then when I come back here, m raised to the power 1 over 2, this m raised to the power 3, they are the same base. This and this are the same base, and they are multiplying themselves. We add their power. That's what I say. 1 over 2 plus 3. Look at it. We add their power. Times n raised to the power 4. N does not have the same base with these people. Despite that it's stancing them, but it doesn't have the same base. We will leave them. We will now leave n. Then m raised to the power 1 over 2 times m raised to the power 4. This and this are the same base. M raised to the power 4, this raised to the power 2. They are the same base and they are multiplying themselves. We add their power. That's 1 over 2 plus 1, 4. Times v. V doesn't have the same base with this. So now, you remember, and I say this 1 over 2 plus 3 will give me 7 over 2. Somebody will say how? You remember that 1 over 2 plus 1, 3 is the same thing as 1 over 2 plus 1, 3 over 1. You remember? And this is the LCM of 2 and 1. The LCM of 2 and 1 will give me what? 2. 2 goes into 2 will give me 1. That's 2 divide 2 will give me 1. And 1 times 1 here, this is what you have. This divided will give me 1. 1 times 1 is this. My plus, look at my plus. 1 divide 2 will give me what? 2. 1 person share 2 will give me 2. 2 times 3. I have 2 into what? 3. Then I will have what? 1 plus what? 6 all over what? 2. And that give me 7 over what? 2. But I can't continue to be doing this way. I have to show you the shortcut. The shortcut is that. Let's see the shortcut. If I have 1 over 2 plus what? 3. What will I do? The shortcut to do this is to say 2 times 3. 2 times 3 will give me 6. 2 times 3 will give me what? 6. This 6 plus 1 will give me 7 all over what? 2. Do you know what I did? I'm repeating it again. I said shortcuts to do this. 1 over 2 plus 3. I will say what? 2 times 3 will give me 6. 6 plus 1, this one, will give me what? 7. All over what? 2. I said 2 times 3 give me 6. 6 plus this one give me 7 over what? 2. And that's what we did here. Look at it. I said what? 2 times 3, 6. 6 plus 1 give me 7 over what? 2. Then times what? N. Have you seen it now? Coming over here, I do the same thing. 2 times 4. This 2 times 4 give me 8. 8 plus 1 will give me 9 over what? 2. Times what? V. And that give me my what? Answer. There's no other things I can do here. This gives me my answer for this question. We go to what? I. That's I. Question I. This is a family here. If I open this bracket, this man will turn this family as well turn this family. When I open this bracket, this x raised to the power minus 2 over 3 will turn this family, will turn this family. And looking over here, I will say this man, which is what? X raised to the power minus 2 over 3 times this family. Look at the family here. Then this is my minus. Look at my minus. The same that x will times what? The same that x raised to the power minus 2 over 3 will times this particular family, which will have this. Then I cannot correct this man and this man are of the same base. This man and this man is of the same base. What will I do? I will say this will give me what? X raised to the power minus 2 over 3 times what? X raised to the power what? 6 times what? Y raised to the power 2 minus. Look at that minus. X raised to the power minus 2 over 3 times what? This is term of the same base times V times what? M raised to the power 4. And I can now say that this and this are of the same base. X cancelling themselves. I will add their power. I have minus 2 over 3 plus what? 6. This and this are of the same base and they are multiplying themselves. I add their power. How did I add their power? Look at the power, look at the power. I said minus 2 over 3 plus what? 6. That's what? Y raised to the power 2. Then this is minus. Then this man become minus 2 over 3 times what? Times VM4. These are of different term, of different entity. So I would have said the same thing I'm going to do here. Watch here. This x raised to the power minus 2 over 3 plus what? 6. I told you about what? Shortcut. The short way to do this, I will say 3 times 6. This 3 times 6 will give me what? 18. 3 times 6 will give me what? 18. You know what I'm doing? Look at what I'm doing. Come over here. Minus 2 over what? 3. We have plus what? 6. Look at what we are talking about. This. Then I would have said 3 times 6 will give me what? 18. Look at 18. I would have said 18 plus minus 2. That's minus 2 plus what? 18. Minus 2 plus 18 means that I'm owing somebody what? 2. I pay 18 to that person. The person will give me a balance of what? 16. Are you gonna say that? I'm owing what? Somebody 2. I gave the person 18. The person will give me a balance of what? 2. That person will give me a balance of what? 16. That means this times this will give me what? 18. 18 plus what? Look at the plus. Plus what? Minus 2. 18 plus minus 2. You know what I do? 3 times 6 give me 18. This 18 plus 2 plus minus 2 plus minus 2 will give me what? 16 over what? 3. And what I'm going to have here is what? 16 all over what? 3. And that's what we have here. Minus what? 16. That will give me not minus. That will give me what? 16 all over what? 3. Looking at here, you give me what? 16 all over what? 3. Because we said this times this will give me what? 18. 18 plus 1 minus 2. Minus 2 plus what? 18 will give me what? 16 all over what? 3. So what I have here was 16 all over 3. Y raised to the power 2 minus x raised to the power minus 2 over 3 VM4. That's my what? Answer. And that's how we get the answer of this. You remember what I told you about shortcut of this? Instead of me to be going into looking for LCM and begin to what? Waste my time. What I would do here is to say 3 times 6 give me 18. 18 plus 1 minus 2. 18 plus minus 2 will give me what? 16 all over what? 3. Y2 minus x raised to the power minus 2 over 3 Vm full. And that's my answer. I. He said x raised to the power 2, y raised to the power minus 3 into x raised to the power 3, y raised to the power 4 plus x y raised to the power 2, m raised to the power 1 minus n raised to the power 1, y raised to the power 5, x raised to the power 8. They say we should what? Simplify. This simplify means what? Open the bracket and collect the like term. Open bracket and collect the one that have the same word base. Open the bracket and collect those ones that have the same base and what? Add their power. That means this man here, these people here have to times, if you open this bracket, they have to times this family, they have to times this family, they have to times this family. How many families do we have here? 1, 2, 3. This family and this family are combined together by what? Are joined together by plus. This and this are joined together by minus. So when you open this bracket, this man have to jam these people, have to jam these people, have to jam these people. That's what I mean by multiplication. Multiplication means what? Jamming everybody that is inside this word bracket. Then we go. This x raised to the power 2, y raised to the power minus 3 times this family. Look at it. You have times this family. Are you following me now? You have times this family having this. Then this man now, we also times this family. Have you seen this is times this family now? You have times what? X, y raised to the power, y raised to the power 2m. Look at it. This man have times them. Then you also times this family. You have seen the man again. Times this family. Are you going to see now? You have seen him again. Times this family. And this minus, look at it. And this plus, look at it. Are you going to see now? Then now, coming to this, we say equal to. Then now, x. This is x raised to the power 2 times x raised to the power 3. Obviously, what where I bring this x raised to the power 3 out to multiply this man, because the multiplication are the same any place it takes. As far as this family is concerned, this man can come over here, this one can come over here, this one can come over here. As far as this family is concerned, multiplication is holding all of them together. Therefore, any of them can go anywhere and stay. Then I take this word x raised to the power 3 to jump this word x raised to the power 2. Obviously, times word x raised to the power 3. Then times y raised to the power minus 3 times 1y raised to the power 1 full. Are you going to see that? So I rearrange them. This family now, looking at them, as far as multiplication is holding all of them, this is a multiplication holding all of them. Therefore, any of them can replace any place, can place any place. Therefore, I now say x raised to the power 2, this is x raised to the power 1, this x is raised to the power 1, times x raised to the power 1, times the y raised to the power minus 3, times this y raised to the power 2. Have you seen it there? Times m. Have you seen the m have no base? The same base with anybody. So we times it again. Coming over here, we have minus. This x raised to the power 2, look at here. Times what? Look at x raised to the power 8 here. Look at x raised to the power 8 here. I have to bring it close for you to understand. That's why I'm bringing them all of them close, so that you know when I said add their power. Then x times x raised to the power 2 times what? X raised to the power 8. Then times 1 y raised to the power minus 3. And look at y raised to the power 5 here. I have to say times y raised to the power 5. This n you have to come over here times n. You remember these people here, which is one family, are held by multiplication, and it can place any place. As far as multiplication is holding something, as I told you, 3 times what 2 is same thing as what 2 times what 3, and all of them is 6. We have what 2 times what 3 times what 4 is same thing as what 4 times what 2 times what 3. Do you know? And it will give you what 6 times what 4 will give you what 24. Then 6 times what 2 12 plus this will give me 24. So this man will give me 24. This one will still give me 24. So when I see in multiplication, the position is immaterial. In multiplication, when the multiplication is holding a family, position of anybody is immaterial. That's why I take this my what x raised to the power 8 to come and jam what x raised to the power what 2, then times y raised to the power minus 3. I take my y raised to the power 5 to come and jam in. Then now n raised to the power 1 have to be times here. And I move. Then coming over here, I see that x, base x, and they are times in themselves. Base x, and they are times in themselves. I have to add the power. I've seen that what 2 plus what 3, that's what I'm adding the power. Times what y. And y raised to the power minus 3 times y raised to the power 4, they are the same base and they are multiplying themselves. I have to add their power. They are the same base and they are multiplying themselves. I have to add their power. It becomes minus 3 plus 4. You remember that this plus is a constant that we said initially when we started this what? Multiplication law. Then plus, look at my plus here. Then 2x raised to the power 2 times x raised to the power 1 are the same base and they are multiplying themselves. I have to add the power times what? Y raised to the power minus 3 times y raised to the power 2 are the same base. I have to add the power. This is minus 3 plus what? 2. Then times what? M. Look at the M here. Minus, look at it, minus here. Then this man here, x raised to the power 2 times x raised to the power 8 are of the same base. They are the same base and they are multiplying themselves. I have to add the power. Look at their power. 2 plus what? 8. Then times what? Y raised to the power minus 3 times y raised to the power 5 are of the same base. This and this are of the same base. And they are multiplying themselves. I have to add their power. It becomes minus 3 plus 1, 5. That's n. Then that comes to my final answer now. I have to say 2 plus 1, 3 give me what? X raised to the power what? 5 times y raised to the power minus 3 plus what? 4. I'm owing somebody minus 3. I pay the person full. It will give me what? 1 as my balance. Look at it. I'm owing somebody what? 3. I pay the person full. The person will give me what? Balance of 1. And y raised to the power 1 will give me y. Remember, what is supposed to be there is what? Y raised to the power 1. And y raised to the power 1 is what? Y. That's why I write it straight to what? Y. This man is what? Y raised to the power 1, which is what? Y. Then plus, look at my plus. I'll put my plus here. Then I will answer what? X raised to the power 2 plus 1 will give me what? 3. Are you going to say now? And here now, minus 3 plus what? 2 means that what? I buy something of what? 3. I pay 2. I'm still owing what? 1 naira. That when I buy something of 3 naira, I pay what? 2 naira. Plus 2 means what I paid in. Minus 3 is what I'm owing. The minus 3 means what I'm owing. Plus 2 means what I'm paying. Then I pay out of minus 3 which I'm owing 3 naira. I pay 2 naira. I'm still owing what? Minus, which is what? Minus 1. I will say the word minus 3 plus what? 2 will give me minus 1. Times what? M. Look at M. That's M raised to the power 1 is M. Then this my minus here. Then I will say x raised to the power 2 plus what? 8 will give me what? 10. And this man times y, look at my y, minus 3 plus what? 5, mean that I'm owing somebody minus 3, I'm owing somebody for 3, I paid what? 5, I'm owing somebody 3 naira, I paid what? 5, I'm still, the person will give me balance. What's the balance? The person will give me 2, look at it. I'm owing somebody 3, I gave the person what? 5 naira. Look at it, I'm going somebody what? 3, I pay the person 5 naira, the person will give me balance of what? 2, and look at the 2 over here. Times what? N, look at the N. Are you know what I'm saying? And that gives me my what? Answer. And that's the answer of the question that was what? Simplify. I have simplified this, and that's my answer. Multiplication law 2. Multiplication law 2 is all about returning back what we expand. You remember what we said before? That if they are multiplying themselves and they are of the same base, we add their power, we have this. Then what we have added, their power is what we are returning back. That means that when I see something like this, a raised to the power n plus m, he simply made equals to what? A raised to the power n times what? A raised to the power m. And that's what we say law of indices, addition. In the logarithm we say addition is what? Multiplication. Then what we say what? In law of indices, logarithm, in law of logarithm we say what? Addition is a what? Multiplication. When I say a raised to the power n times a raised to the power m is equals to what? A raised to the power what? N plus m. Therefore, a raised to the power n plus m it simply means what? A raised to the power n times what? A raised to the power m. Well, let's go to example. We say so I. Example what? I. 2 raised to the power x plus 2 simply mean equals to what? This equals to mean what? Is at the same as. The same as. This man I write like this. This equals to mean the same as. The same as. This equals to mean the same as. X is 2 raised to the power x times what? 2 raised to the power 2. 2 raised to the power x times 2 raised to the power 2 will be added up, we have this. So this can be expanded. This is in a simple form. I can expand it. Then I come to this. Y raised to the power minus 3 plus what? X can be expanded to have what? Y raised to the power minus 3 times what? Y raised to the power x. Y raised to the power minus 3 times this plus be what? Times y raised to the power what? X. Then now, coming to I. 5 raised to the power 3 minus what? M. 5 raised to the power 3 minus what? M is simply made the same as what? 5 raised to the power 3 times 5 raised to the power minus what? M. You remember, somebody will say how? You remember that, come over here, you remember that what? 5 raised to the power minus what? The raised to the power 3 minus what? M can be written as what? 5 raised to the power what? 3 plus what? Into what? M minus what? M. You remember that this can be written like this. And this plus now come to be what? Equal to 5 raised to the power 3 times what? 5 raised to the power what? Minus what? M. And that's what we see here. That what? 5 raised to the power 3 minus what? M can be written as what? 5 raised to the power 3 times what? 5 raised to the power minus what? M. And when you want to write this back, if you have now this 5 raised to the power what? And by 3 times what? 5 raised to the power minus what? M. They are of the same base and they add their power. They are multiplying themselves. We say 5 raised to the power what? 3 plus, which is constant, minus what? M. Have you seen it? And I cannot say that this can give me what? 5 raised to the power what? Plus times minus will give me what? Minus. Plus times minus will give me minus. I have 3 raised to the power 3 minus what? M. Have you seen it? That this can be written this way. We not say that what? 5 raised to the power what? 3 minus M is equal to what? 5 raised to the power 3 times what? 5 raised to the power minus what? M. Coming to this, IV equation number 4. 3 raised to the power 2x plus y can simply be written as what? 3 raised to the power 2x times 3 raised to the power y. If you now say they are of the same base and they are multiplying themselves at their power, we have this. So expanding it, this is in a simple form. Expanding it, we have what? 3 raised to the power 2x times what? 3 raised to the power y. Then I come to what? V. V is equal to, is simply said 2 raised to the power x into what? 2 raised to the power 3 minus what? X can be written simply 2 raised to the power x into this man here can be written as what? 2 raised to the power 3 times what? 2 raised to the power minus x. You remember what we did here? The same thing of what we did here. We said what? 2 raised to the power 3 times 2 raised to the power minus x. This man still outside and we open the bracket now. This man is still outside. I open the bracket. This man will want the x raised to the power x times what? 2 raised to the power 3 times what? 2 raised to the power minus what? X. Look at it. 2 raised to the power x times 2 raised to the power 3. Look at it. Times what? 2 raised to the power minus x. And they are of the same base. This is the same base. Base 2, base 2, base 2. Dancing themselves. Base 2, base 2, base 2. They are dancing themselves. I add their power. What is their power? X plus what? 3 plus what? Minus x. Have you seen it now? X plus what? 3 plus what? Minus x. Have you seen it? Because they are multiplying themselves and they are of the same base, I add their power. Then adding their power, remember here, coming over here, I have plus times minus. Plus times minus will give me minus. Plus times this minus will give me minus. We'll come over here. We can see that well, this is 2 raised to the power x plus what? 3 minus x, because plus times minus will give me what? Minus. Then I will not begin to collect like term. This is x, this is x. Bring it together. I have what? X raised to the power minus what? X. Who is owner of this minus? Look at that here is a minus. Who is owner of the minus? Is x. Who is owner of this minus? Is x. He carried it to come and meet his brother, which is what? X. You have minus what? X. Then who is owner of this plus 3? He carried it over here plus what? 3. I think you have seen what I did. Who is owner of this minus? He come over here, he become minus what? X. Then who is owner of this plus 3? He carry it over here. And the x minus what? X will subtract himself, giving me 0. Are you get what I'm saying now? X minus x will give me what? 0. Plus what? 3. I've said it here. And I have what? Plus 3. 0 plus 3 will give me what? 3. 0 plus 3 will give me what? 3. That give me 2 raised to the power 3. And 2 raised to the power 3 is 8. How did I get it? 2 raised to the power 3 simply mean what? 2 times what? 2 times what? 2. And that give me what? 8. And this give me what? 2 times what? 2 times what? 2 mean what? 2 raised to the power 1. This is 2 raised to the power 1. This 2 raised to the power 1 equals what? 2 raised to the power 1 plus what? 1 plus what? 1. And that give me what? 2 raised to the power what? 3. Have you seen it? That give me what? 8. And that's my 8 become my what? Answer. I come to what? VI. That give me what? 5 raised to the power 2 into what? X minus 1. 5 raised to the power 2 into what? X minus 1. 5 raised to the power 2 into x minus 1. I open the bracket. When I open the bracket, this 2 times x still times what? 1. And I have 2 times 1x minus, look at the minus, times what? 1. And I will have what here? We have what? 2x. 2 times x will give me 2x. 2 times 1 will give me 2. And this can be written as what? 5 raised to the power 2x times what? 5 raised to the power minus what? X, as we did here. So that's my what? Expansion. I have expanded this to have this. Then let's go into what? Homework. Homework on topic indices multiplication. That's homework on the topic we have dealt so far. The homework we are giving to you now is homework on what we have done in what? Lesson 1 and lesson 2. We are not giving you the homework right now in lesson 2, but this covers lesson 1 and lesson 2. So if you have not go through lesson 1, you may not get the right fully understand of what the homework is all about. So you have to go through what? Lesson 1, then get to lesson 2, you now tackle this homework. So because this homework covers the 2 lessons. Then we say homework on the topic indices multiplication. We say number 1, evaluate the following expression. And we said x raised to the power 2 into x raised to the power 3, y raised to the power minus 2 plus y x raised to the power 4. B, y raised to the power 3 into y raised to the power minus 2, x raised to the power 4 minus x raised to the power 6, y raised to the power 2. Then we'll come C, 3x raised to the power 4, y raised to the power 2 into 2x raised to the power 2, y raised to the power 4. D, this question D. X raised to the power 2, y raised to the power minus 3 into x raised to the power 5, y raised to the power 6 plus x raised to the power 3, y raised to the power 4 r. We come to E, 1 over 4, x raised to the power 2, y raised to the power 2 into what? 4x, y raised to the power 2. Then we come to F. This is 1 over 3, e raised to the power 3, y raised to the power 5 into 3 e raised to the power 4, y raised to the power minus 2. Close the bracket. Number 2, we said expand the following. We should expand the following. When I said expand the following, A, 3 raised to the power n plus m. B, 2 raised to the power 3 plus y. C, 5 raised to the power minus 3 plus m. D, y raised to the power 3 minus n. Then E, we'll come to E. 6 raised to the power 1 over 2 plus 2y. Excuse me. F, 3 raised to the power x into what? 2 raised to the power 3 minus x. Close the bracket. G, 5 raised to the power y into what? 5 raised to the power x minus y. Close the bracket. H, 7 raised to the power 2x minus m plus n. 7 raised to the power 2x minus m plus n. I, 2 raised to the power 2 into x minus 3. 2 raised to the power 2 into x minus 3. J, 3 raised to the power 1 over 2 into 4x plus 2. And that's what the assignment. As you finish doing this assignment in your exercise book, you snap the assignment, you will send it to the what? The phone number, the WhatsApp number you are seeing on the screen. As this WhatsApp number you are seeing right now on the screen is where you what? Send this what? Assignment after you have snapped it with your phone. You send it via that what? WhatsApp number. Then this number you are seeing on the screen is only for your what? Assignment. To send the assignment or send for any suggestion or whatever that is difficult for you or your question, you can send to that WhatsApp. Any other thing you do with this WhatsApp is not for call, it's not for chatting. If you use it for call for us or chat with nonsense, we won't block you. This WhatsApp number you see on the screen is for you to send your homework after you have done it, or what? Comment or ask us an area which is you are finding difficult or question you are finding difficult. We should treat it for you. We can send it. You can send it through the WhatsApp. But any other thing apart from learning and answer on that WhatsApp, any other thing will block you off. So thank you for what? Being a member of this channel. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. Thank you for sharing this channel to your friends. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for striking your what? Your notification bell after you have what? Subscribed. See you in the lesson 3.